Hi, this is Brooke Harty with the Collegian. This weekend at Ring Dance, there was a lot of controversy that went down revolving around girls walking down the stairs with their dads. And today we're here in Commons asking students what they thought about it. What did you think of the whole controversy with the dads walking girls down the stairs?
Well, I thought it was really great that the dads decided to take a stand and to walk the girls down the stairs. I think that's been such a long-standing tradition, so there's no reason that they should just change it overnight without enough feedback from the students.
How do you think the school handled the whole situation of what you heard? Or
I don't think they handled it well. I think that they should have just let everybody walk down with their dads instead of stopping the procession, which just kind of ruins the elegance of the whole affair.
What do you hope happens next year? Because next year is your time to do it. So,
well, I hope they just let students have escorts in general, not specifically dads, because I think that was what the whole controversy was around, and I think broadening up the word to just general escorts, being a date, your uncle, whoever, just male father figure would be better.
I thought it was all a bit ridiculous. I don't get why they changed the tradition in the first place, and I really think dads should be allowed to walk people down the stairs.
I also think it would be nice if you could pick your escort. It doesn't necessarily have to be your dad if that's the issue. But also we missed it because we were at Q Camp, so we kind of heard it, and I thought that made it seem a lot more ridiculous as well.
Yeah, I thought also people should be able to, if they want to walk down by themselves, they can do that, but they also should be allowed to walk down with whoever they want.
Right.
Great. And how do you think the school should have handled it with the police and the deans and everything?
I just think it was all a bit overdone. I think it caused a big ruck. I mean, like we said, we weren't really there, but the way we heard it, it sounded like it became a big issue when in reality it should be a nice ceremony. It kind of took away from the whole thing.
I agree. I don't think that the police were necessarily, that they needed to be involved.
Right. And how do you think the school should handle this in the years to come? I mean, you guys are going to have your ring dance next year, so what are your thoughts on it?
I feel like they should go back to the way that it was before, since clearly so many dads, it mattered to them, and it mattered to have an escort to a lot of people.
Yeah, I feel like they concentrated mainly on how the students would feel and didn't even talk to parents at all, and it really is a special ceremony and something a lot of parents really look forward to, and it really took away from that.
Well, I thought it was ridiculous that they got rid of it in the first place. If a daughter wants to have her father walk them down the stairs, I think that she has every right to do so, and I'm glad that it unfolded the way that it did.
I think so as well. I think it was a great tradition to have, and it was good for the fathers and the daughters. So I'm glad that some people got to, but it stinks some people didn't.
And how do you think the school should have handled the controversy?
I think they should have been allowed to do whatever they want. If someone feels like they want to have their father walk them down the stairs, then they absolutely should. If, on the other hand, they don't want their father to walk them down, they have every right to have someone else walk them down or walk down by themselves. But I think it should be totally up to the student.
And what did you think about the controversy that ensued with escorts during the procession?
I kind of thought part of it was inevitable, but I also think it could have been handled a little bit better. I think that knowing that some of the fathers already started to walk, they could have stopped the procession earlier, or honestly not stopped the procession at all. It would have been better, I think, if they had just explained, or just said, we need a moment, just could we take a pause, or without just totally announcing in the middle of somebody walking down the stairs, it's over. Just to say, oh, we need to discuss a couple of things, everyone enjoy the party, and we'll get back to you soon.
And how do you think the school should handle changes in the years to come in regards to ring dance?
I guess that's up to WCGA, and I think that it would be good to get the input of more of the student body as well, rather than just the council. But I think I've heard a lot from other people that it would just be good. The dresses was one thing, but to give some time between other changes would have been nice. I don't really know what they're going to do in the future.
I thought there was a lot of drama. I thought some of it was kind of the fault of both parties, but it was a lot of drama for such a special occasion, I thought.
And how do you think the school should have handled it?
I think they set themselves up to be in a tough position by trying to break tradition. And I was talking to one of the dads, and they said that, the dads only have so many chances to escort their daughters anywhere, and really the only other chance is down the aisle when their weddings. And so this is something that really meant a lot to dads, I think.
Right. And how do you think the school should handle this in the years to come?
I think that they should the thing that struck me, what kind of made sense with what the school was doing was that they they didn't want international students to not be able to have their dads there. And that makes sense, but you know, you could really get anyone to walk the aisle. I mean, I personally, I would walk any of the girls down the aisle, even if I didn't know them, just so that everyone should have someone to walk them down the aisle, whether that's a dad, a boyfriend, or just even a stranger, really.
I was pretty upset because, so once my last name starts with K, so I was like after the whole drama. And once I found out that they were like letting the dads walk down, I texted my dad and I was like, come up, but like he couldn't make it in time because I was so close to going that he didn't end up making it up. So I was kind of like upset that I didn't have the chance to walk down with him. And I kind of just thought that like they should have just let people do what they were gonna do. I don't think that like, I mean, I don't know exactly what happened, but I don't think that the police or like security guards need to be getting involved.
Yeah, the parents seem pretty unhappy, but I also think that the reaction was kind of inappropriate. Like, I think on both ends. Like, I heard that the dean stopped reading out people's information and that parents were chanting like kind of really rude things, and I think it was just kind of, it was a bummer. I think they should have changed it to role model instead of dad.
That's fair. And how do you think the school should handle this in the future?
Maybe changing it to role model. I don't know if I mean, it's kind of hard if this is what's going to happen when, like, they say no escort.
I thought it was pretty chaotic, and I think it was just like a huge drama that could have completely been avoided. I know it was a big deal to have dads, you know, walking the girls down the stairs, and I don't think it would have been a big deal to have dads or a significant other or a mother or a sister or brother do it, and I think it could have been completely avoided.
It seems the consensus is that things got a little bit out of hand on Saturday with both parties at fault, but everyone seems to think that the girls themselves should have been able to choose if they wanted an escort and who that escort should be. I'm Brooke Harty with the Collegian.